Zack had me wait on a nearby bench upon arriving prior to going off somewhere. He hasn't returned since, and it's been a good 20 minutes of being left alone entirely to my thoughts. In this weather, the city park gives off a lazier and more languid vibe than usual. Where children are usually seen running around and playing, there are now people leaning back on their picnic blankets, simply enjoying the afternoon sun. The smell of food drifts from nearby carts, and if the wind blows in the right direction, one would catch the whiff of freshly trimmed grass. I'd gladly sleep on this bench if I wasn't waiting for anyone. Soon enough, I see his hulking figure running towards me, carrying a medium-sized box on one hand and casually waving the other at me. He's panting when he reaches my bench. Jeez, I can't read anymore. Sweat drips profusely from his forehead, but there's a grin on his face.
Sorry, the line was really long. Really long.
You didn't have to run. Sit down first.
Nah, I'm good. Didn't want to make you wait for these.
I already know what's in the blue box before he opens it. Cinnamon rolls. Precious cinnamon roll. Cinnamon rolls. All 6 of them topped with white cream cheese glaze. It's such a funny picture, whatever, animation. It's like, it's holy, guys. These cinnamon rolls, they are holy. Can you believe it? Yeah, it sounds like I can't eat them. I'm allergic to milk protein, lactose, eggs. So that sucks. The very same one I bought after I sold my first property. After I met Zack, Ash, and Becca. Funny how such a small thing could trigger a distant memory, no matter how mundane it is. I don't say no to free food, but why is he getting me these now?
What for?
He leans on the empty space beside me, wiping the sweat off his forehead before answering.
An apology. And as thanks for yesterday and the other day.
Why is he apologizing?
You don't have to buy me anything, Zack.
Because he didn't believe her, or what? No, he was probably the one who was most open to it, I think.
You were upset. You haven't been yourself recently, and people kind of miss that, you know?
Are you just saying that, or...
Oh.
No, really. Rebecca told me. You know how she is. Ashton, too.
Ashton was an ass. He should have been named Ashhole instead.
He went a little overboard, yeah. And I can talk to him if you want.
He'll still tease me about it, even if it's Rebecca telling him to stop. Besides, I can handle him.
You always do. And yesterday, when you talked me through my little slump, I thought, hey, I want our old Isabella back. Are you still upset?
There are times when I wish Zack had been my big brother, or Becca, my older sister. But Father Norman Sacristian said Bella Santos went to the Ermengarde mansion for the blessing. There they encountered the mansion's new owners, the Wrights. After the blessing, Zachary and Isabella were seen sharing a box of sweet cinnamon rolls at the park. Maybe life would have been a little bit easier then. Maybe Papa wouldn't be as sick as he is. Maybe I wouldn't be alone here. But then again, if they are what I wish them to be, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have met Ash either. Like, life back home is tough, but for all that, I wouldn't change it for one selfish wish. In this city of 68,000 people, I have people I could depend on. 3 of them, in fact. When I think about it, when you compare the numbers to the odds of finding someone like them, amidst the sea of nameless people, I'm lucky.
Thanks a lot for today, Zack. You didn't have to, but you did. I can always count on you.
Yeah, friends are the best.
Just me? No Ashton or Rebecca? Oh boy, they won't be happy to hear that. I don't mind being the favorite, though.
Nope, no favorites. But you cook better than both of them, so that's a plus.
It's always been food with you, ain't it?
Don't put it like that! You're making me sound like a glutton.
I'm not saying you are, but it does feel good to know there's someone I could invite for food to be able to eat all of it.
Only that? I thought we were also art buddies.
Oh, that too. But the food thing really stands out when you think about it. You do eat a lot for someone your, size.
Great.
Low blow. I take pride in my height.
I tend to eat quite a bit too, actually. I think I'm 4'11", 150 centimeters. Although sometimes it seems like I'm 149 centimeters, but we don't talk about that. Okay? I am 150 centimeters.
So, is it okay now? Do you feel better? Does it still scare you?
A little. I'll be okay. I'll figure it out, somehow. It's not as bad as the other day, and Father Norman helped too. I should have brought something to thank him.
Oh, we could visit him anytime. He loves hearing from the young ones.
He isn't that old, is he?
Don't know. He doesn't tell.
Oh my gosh, he's an old, like, vampire or some crazy shit. Oh, maybe he's also cursed.
I think I might have seen his face somewhere before.
Wait,
I just
what?
couldn't recall when or where. Ash says he looks like his boss, so the bartender at the local pub if he squints. Don't take his word for it, of course. He might have accidentally inhaled something from the forensic lab again when he said that.
This time, the laughter that comes from both of us is genuine. Back to the usual. Things may have not been the easiest lately, but it certainly isn't the worst that has happened. We do end up sharing the cinnamon buns between us, despite Sax's insistence that it's only for me. But more than the food, there is relief and contentment.
If you need anything, just ring, okay? Like when Ash annoys you too much. I'll help you with him, best friend or not.
Great.
No way. I can take him on.
Still an extra muscle wouldn't hurt, yeah? Just let me know, and I'll back you up. My sister knows this one thing to shut him up when he's being his usual self. Ask me what it is whenever you want, and I'll spill it.
Your sister? It's your sister.
I don't think that's necessary, but thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
He leaves me with a smile and a wave. Off to some new gig again. As for me, we still need to talk, Becca, Ash, and I. Put petty arguments aside like the adults we all are. This, however, is a start. No matter how small it may be. I just hope I can keep them safe. A light wind blows again, sending the dry leaves swirling and a distinct smell of earth into the air. For the first time, the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe a walk is good. I need to visit the grocery too. Come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened recently near the park? The cat's name is Berthiel. Wait, what? What? What happened? Or at least that's what his color says. There was like... Did you see that it was just a black screen? And I had to press again and then it jumped to this? It doesn't make sense. What? There's a bug here. Oh well. Okay, there's a cat in front of us apparently. It's an odd name to give a cat, in my opinion, but it speaks grace much like the one that carries it. It shows in the way he swirls his tail and his eyes follow my hands every moment. I'm not sure what he finds fascinating in me, to be honest. I wasn't the very picture of grace when he found me, after all. It was a bad idea, carrying 2 heavy bags of newly bought art materials and groceries without help or a sure ride home. In hindsight, perhaps I shouldn't have bought all of these at the same time. I didn't even make past the park. And now I'm suffering underneath the glaring afternoon sun, hunched up on a park bench and drenched in sweat, in the company of a cat curiously watching my every movement. I hope it stays where it is. It's just a black cat, but back at home they're considered ill omens.
Don't look at me like that! I can act graceful as well if I want to.
Not that I've ever acted graceful in my life, of course. Growing up with rowdy younger brothers and sisters does that. Or maybe it's the opposite. Mama used to call me a little troublemaker before. Well, graceful or not, there's no use moping. A short breather and then I'm off home. Besides, it isn't like the company's bad, even if it is a cat, as long as it doesn't bite or crosses my path. Girl, cats are the best. Okay?
Well, where's your owner, anyway?
He has one, doesn't he? An owner, that's what the collar is for, isn't it? Ben is just wrapped on one of its paws, though. I wonder what happened to it. Did he run away?
Well, if you don't have one, I won't be able to take you in. My apartment doesn't allow pets. I tried to bring one home before, a cat. Not black, of course. And Rebecca threw a fit before the landlady could.
I take a small packet of sweets from one of the bags beside me and pop it open. I was about to put one into my mouth. He mouths. My hand stops.
Do you want one?
He doesn't meow again as I'm expecting him to, but I take his unblinking gaze as a yes. I shift the piece to my palm and hold it out to him warily. He sniffs at it once.
Baruthia!
Before. How can a cat like sweets? Cats are strange, to be fair. But that's why I like them. Like a good, properly trained pet, Baruthia responds as soon as he's called. Recognition comes as soon as my head snaps in the direction of the voice. Miss McCullough, hard to miss. What with her height?
I'm sorry. Did my cat hurt you?
How tall is she?
Miss Santos, was it? I'm surprised to see you here.
Nice to meet you again, Miss McCullough.
Were you harmed in any way? I'm sorry. Baruthiel's not exactly fond of other people. Even run away from the veterinarian right now.
Oh no, he was just sniffing my hand earlier.
My Baruthiel's a she.
Oh, she? All this time I thought the pausing conversation, if this can be called one, is uncomfortable. And rarely two people working different jobs for the same client. Frankly, meetings like this doesn't happen a lot. And if it does, a simple nodding of heads is enough. Still trying to be friendly wouldn't hurt, right? She's... no, I think it's, let's see. I mean, she doesn't like black cats. I mean, because of the whole... the omens. Bad omens and stuff. So maybe she'll only upset her further or something. No, that she's already gotten offended because she called her cat and him. So but then again, she seems. Let's just go with this. Talk about her job.
I'm just curious about your work.
I'm curious about the relationship. What? 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 How did that happen? How did that happen? Are you serious? It just exploded. It just... That was a big... Okay.
What about it?
There's something guarded in her expression at mention of work, but I pushed through with my question.
I just want to know how it is to work on a house like the Ermengarde mansion. Is it hard?
I guess she wasn't expecting a question like that. If the way her eyebrows shot up tells me something.
Because of its age? I wouldn't say it is. It is a challenge, considering the factors me and my team have to sort out. But it's a good project. A breath of fresh air from what I usually work on. And I have a good team. Those original fittings, though. It might be old, but the architecture is magnificent. I'm sure you've seen the stained glass windows in the foyer. Oh, I can already think of so many things I could do with it. But of course, my team will have to double check for necessary repairs here and there. That's probably for the best.
Well, she's passionate about her work.
It's easy to break some key elements with a rush restoration job, and who knows what other hidden issues there might be underneath. People can be so careless. I'm sorry, I spoke too much.
Oh wow, she's so blushing. Can I like romance her? Or something? They were all they're blushing and just, I don't know.
No, it's okay. You seem to really love what you're doing.
It's not really like that. I'm just lucky to have found work in an interesting field. Anyway, Bruthiel's due for her visit to the vet. Nice talking to you, Miss Santos. I wish you luck with what you're planning to work on. It seems like a big project, too.
She gestures with her head towards the bags. The one filled with stuff I recently bought from the art
It's
store.
a project for a friend, actually.
All the same. Good luck.
Well, she's nice. I watch her as she leaves, though she stops shortly before crossing the threshold separating the park and the street. She faces me again, looking like there's something she has forgotten to say. Oh.
By the way, about the Ermengarde mansion. With my clients, it's the rights. I mean, I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
There's still a few papers they need, but the house is more or less theirs now.
Ah, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Wait, about the mansion. The
letter. The same one they saw. Whoever she is, she's asking for help. Someone. I want to tell Miss Cola that the urban legends aren't just legends anymore. They're real. She's not going to believe me.
Don't mind me. I need to go too. Have a good day, Miss McCullough.
Okay, I'm not sure. I don't remember how... No, never mind. I was thinking about from the trailer because I haven't seen that scary, like that girl. I don't know, it just kind of feels like she'd be Miss McCullough is kind of similar to that girl. Or maybe it was her in the trailer. I'm not sure now. I've never seen. Maybe I should have looked up to see her face so that I could see. Because I was just thinking that the Wrights couple, they look similar to that other couple that was, on the wall, in the glass even. I don't know. It's just a weird feeling like they're connected. And it's just like a weird, strange parallel going on. We'll see. I hastened to pick all the bags I've left on the bench and ran as far as my legs can take me. In that moment, when I'm carrying in my hands weights far lighter than the overwhelming guilt trying to consume me. Home. I want to go home. Anywhere where I won't be reminded of the house, of her, of my own cowardice. The food tastes less appetizing tonight. Pity. Aw, so cute. While looking after the lost cat, Isabella Santos met interior designer Marianne McCullough by chance. Marianne, okay, I've forgotten her first name. She also happened to be the cat's owner. The two were seen having small talk before Isabella abruptly left. I think it would be really cool if you kind of needed to go over these in order to get more information you've forgotten or something like that. That would be cool. We'll see what happens with this, or if it's just, it makes sense also that they have these just to remind you of like what happened in the story, since this is such a long game. And it's just, as you can see, there aren't that many days here, so the whole game will probably, the game end in November. Does that mean that we will, and we don't have anything here? So I guess that means that we will be able to play for everybody's point of view during these days. Because you can't, there's no arrow, so you can flip to the next page or whatever up here. That's interesting. One would think that someone who had been on a continuous binge of instant noodles would find a home-cooked meal enjoyable. but it isn't. Hunger isn't what is gnawing me tonight, neither are my sore muscles. The TV runs loudly in the background, but what it says barely registers in my brain. It's hard when things you're trying to force to forget keep returning to the forefront of your mind. It distracts you, eats at you, devours you. I wish this would stop. I wish I wasn't the one who picked it up. I wish I was somebody
In other
else.
local news, a woman was found dead in her home yesterday evening. Luxbourne police officials are currently investigating the crime scene, but has classified the case as homicide.
Huh?
The victim, identified as Rose Pamela Cooper, 33 years old, working as a real estate agent.
Seriously? Rose?
Discovered lying in a pool of blood in her two-bedroom flat with the words "Help me" repeatedly written on the walls.
Whoa. Woman brutally killed. Another victim by the Anselm Butcher? Anselm Butcher? Or is he Huh. It's the same help me, so... I mean, just looking, it seems like the curse, but... The Anselm Butcher? Like, another? So this has happened before? Something similar? What? She's dead, but we just saw her. That's why she's not... Oh, wow, okay. Oh. No. No. This isn't what I want. This is supposed to happen. None of this is supposed to happen. No one's supposed to die. These are your stories, right? Legends. That's what everyone has kept telling me, so why? And I immediately rushed to my study table and searched for my phone. My hand, cold from dread, clings tightly to it as soon as I touched its edges. A piece full of paper, the letter, lying unassumingly beside it, slips to the floor when I pick up the device. But I paid no mind. There are more important things. Right now, I need to call her. I need to call her. I was with her. I was just with her not too long ago and she was okay. No. It isn't Rose. I'm sure of it. I just talked to her and a sob escapes me and hot tears begin to blur my vision. One after another, they tickle down, weighed by the very same guilt I refused to admit I've been carrying from the start. The same one I've been hiding from. The same one that has put the people I care about in danger. My hands shake as I navigate to Rose's number in my contact list. She'll answer right. That what she always does. She'll pick it up, tell me to turn down the waterworks, and call me a wuss afterwards.
She'll answer. Please answer, Rose.
Again and again, I dial, whispering, praying, pleading.
Come on, Rose! Don't do this to me! Please pick up! I know you're there, Rose. You're not dead. Please tell me you're not.
This adds to the series of deaths and disappearances that has plagued Luxbourne in the recent years. The authorities are currently looking at a possible link with the notorious Anselm Butcher case.
TV runs loudly in the background. A defending static sounds from my phone speakers, but in my ears I can only hear her screams, her pleas, her whispers. Help me. We're not safe. Right. So my acting was probably very poor, so I'm sorry. I have no idea how that sounded because I could only hear like the sound, the music. So that's interesting. News broke out of Rose Cooper being found dead in her flat the evening before. The authorities classified the crime as homicide, possibly linked to the notorious Anselm Butcher, a mysterious serial killer who had committed brutal murders over the years and left their bodies with the signature phrase, "Help me." Okay. So the question is, who's Anselm Butcher? So maybe this isn't. Hey, but so this might not actually be a supernatural thing going on then. Or I mean, it totally is, and the police just can't tell it, can't, go straight on and just, they're just like, it's a murder, does this, right? We'll see. A buzzing sensation jolts me awake, but now, I guess it makes more sense that they are cursed because she's seen this lady in various places. My body still wants to sleep, to forget what I heard, what I saw last night. But it's there, nudging, prodding at me. Slowly, I become aware of how awkward my position is and the issues that accompany sleeping in a curled up position the night before. If I even slept at all, the memories are impossible to forget now that Rose's gone. They say it's easier when you say it out loud. Instead, the words weigh heavier on me each time. She's gone. Gone because of me. Gone because of one letter I was too curious to look at. I should have been more careful. I should have just kept my mouth shut. I should have destroyed it before anyone else had gotten involved. I should have... The notification light on my laptop blinks incessantly, mockingly when I look at it. As if it's calling me back to a sense of normalcy. I check it nevertheless, out of habit more than anything. If this were one of those typical days, I'd happily comply and get myself to our office. To all BRC employees, in light of the recent events, there will be an all-staff emergency meeting from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Attendance is a must. Company changes, new hierarchy and policies will be discussed during the meeting. Everyone is expected to bring a copy of their own attendance logs and sales reports for the last 6 months to be submitted to your respective managers for review. We are expecting everyone's cooperation. Thank you. John Alice Schultz, BRC HR Manager. Strict attendance required today. Oh, okay. Today my limbs just feel heavy. On one hand, going would keep me busy, take my mind elsewhere. On the other, place in itself is a stark reminder of what my own fears have cost me. I should just... go. I think we should go, right? Because staying at home, she would just feel more miserable. She needs to do something, And it was a serious, it was serious required. Like, she won't get in a lot of trouble, and it will get worse for her, and then she might lose her job, and then she won't have money to pay for her dad's hospital bills, and, just go to work. Moping won't get me anywhere. This is just like one of those things, isn't it? You deal with it with a smile, no matter how bad things get, and hope for the best. Although my whole body feels like lead and my limbs are sore, I push myself away from the chair and head for the shower. The letter I dropped on the floor last night flutters open as I pass by, unfolding for no one else but me to see. Every word written on it glares back at me. They sneer. They ridicule, like living beings fully aware of what they've done. With a huff, I pick it up and shove it into my bag, perhaps with more anger and frustration than I'm used to showing. This too I'll deal with. Somehow I'll find a way and make things right. I have to. If it takes more people from me. Even if I must do it on my own. Oh, dude, don't do it on your own. That's never a good thing. That's not... You will die. Like, you will die. Papers rustling, telephones ringing, feet shuffling. Overall, today looks like a typical working day at Bright Realty Corporation. Except it isn't. The air is thick with tension and unspoken questions. No doubt everyone present has already heard about Rose. If they missed last night's reports, they'd likely see it in the morning news, in the papers, or on various news sites on the internet. Everywhere is a bitter reminder. In fact, everyone's giving me a wide berth as though the mere mention of Rose would be enough to trigger something in me. It's appreciated, but it only serves to create a bigger hole in the place Rose has left. After lunch, my boss calls for a meeting. I don't have to look up from my work to know what it is about. He's in a strange, pensive mood today, probably out of respect for a dead colleague. Oddly, I'd appreciate it more if he just shouted at me today. Anything is better.
I'm sure you've all heard of what happened to Miss Cooper. She was a valued member of our team and she will be missed. There's no date for a funeral, yet. But those who wish to attend, kindly speak with your respective supervisors. By the way, has anyone heard about our still AWOL staff? None? HR, you know what to do. Santos, a word? In my office?
Uh-oh. At the end of it, I've been giving the entirety of Rose's workload, and including finalizing the rights papers, and have been promised an ample compensation for my efforts. I think he's expecting me to be happy about it. Instead, I immerse myself in my work. I have to anyway, if I want to forget. Employee of the month. Thanks. Feel so good about it. Did I get a journal? Yeah. Isabella Santos drowned herself with work the whole day to forget about the devastating news of her mentor's death. However, she ended up stumbling upon the mysterious disappearances of her other colleagues and just what? Kind of a spoiler? Okay. I should have gotten that journal entry a little bit later, I feel. Maybe I shouldn't, like, look at them instantly. Alright, I've learned a lesson. Sorry for the spoiler, guys. Time flies when you do, and by the time I give notice, it's already late. Everyone's already gone, leaving me in the company of a radio and a member of our janitorial staff. I don't even know his name. Rose likely does. She remembers people easily.
The Luxbourne Police Department continues its search for the following reported missing people.
The radio blares one name after another. Hold on a second. Missing? Aren't they? Still, I have to check. Frantic, I turn back to my desktop. The loud tapping of my fingers against the keys filled the office for the better part of my shift as I look through everything. The background about the place, its history from the current owners, and list of employees hired under BRC. And I'm right. Of course I am. The BRC may have a lot of staff, they may have a lot of agents hired, but I don't remember those names anywhere. After all, they're also part of the crew who worked with us in preparing the mansion for the open house. Whoa. Really? Huh. Then the letters. No, it can't be. I hope it's not what I'm
But
thinking.
Rose is...
Something snaps into place in a fraction of a moment. These people, Rose, the letter...
I need to... No, if it's like this, they still won't believe me. I have to make sure of it first.
Evidence doesn't lie. That's what Ash often says, right? If I have proof, then maybe... I don't want to get my hopes up yet, but maybe there's still a way I can save them. The letter, my phone, papers, anything will be useful. I grab all of them and stuff them in my bag. I can't stay here. There's something I need to do. There's something those people should... The noise cuts sharply through the room, stopping my hand short of cramming a pen into my bag.
Hello? Anyone there?
Is that a printer? Someone must have left their printer open again. I may be in a hurry, but if I don't turn it off, another person is certainly going to have a fit tomorrow or wasted company resources. Most of the time, it's Rose who does the nagging, but clicking on my pen in my hand is a welcome distraction as I search for the said object. Each stride my feet takes also echoes through the empty workplace. I lost sight of the janitor minutes ago, and with me being the only one left, the tapping of my feet against the wooden floor is something I still learn to appreciate. It doesn't take me long to find it. By the time I turn it off, 5 pages are already strewn about on the ground, the paper tray having also been left ajar. Sighing, I pick each of it up to put someplace proper. But the page that greets me next makes my blood run cold. The chill that makes its way up my spine is numbing as that day in the attic. The sheets crinkle under my tense grip. All I can hear is my breathing as it grabs through my gritted teeth. Before I can even gather myself, take the first steps out of here, total darkness suddenly envelopes me. It's... You okay? And it's hearing every hurried thought running inside my head right now. Something snaps. A soft shriek, running through the thin veil of stillness that has descended in the room. Every muscle, every bone in my body goes rigid at sound. Familiar. So familiar now. Yet my own treacherous curiosity still presses me to take a careful peek over this to the cycle wall. Oh, it's her. She's got black hair. I'm just saying, it kind of reminds. Okay, I'm going to be in the moment. Sorry, we'll take this later. Standing in the only exit of the office, albeit facing away from me. She doesn't even need to turn around for me to know it's the same misshapen face, tattered clothes, and unsightly gait. Ooh, the music. The same person in the attic. I take a step back, the pen I'm holding slips from my hand, and her entire head turns. Oh, she's pretty! I'm just kidding. Hello! So now I actually get to see her face. Huh. Okay. Well, she doesn't have blue eyes. But okay, you can't... Well, maybe they are blue, but they're so small. As you can see, like, it's... Okay, it's almost like a tiny bit of, like, green or slight... It's almost white. Okay, what am I supposed to do? A scream almost escapes my mouth and I duck under my table as quickly as I can. My heart is pounding hard against my chest. I can hear the bone-chilling sounds of her walk, the weird clicking that follows her. A telltale squealish or something wet as she walks towards me. Nearer, nearer. The sounds are slowly getting louder. The only thing keeping the whimpers from escaping me is my hand as it covers my mouth. Someone, please save me. Anyone. Girl, save yourself. I close my eyes, muttering a continuous stream of prayers, all while attempting to steady my own breathing. Please, please, don't let her hear me. Oh! Wait, oh! Use the spacebar. Oh gosh! I was not prepared for this! Oh no, I'm gonna die! Okay. No! I'm dying! Necrotic paralysis. I was not prepared. I was so confused. What was that? It was a mini game. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Oh no! What's gonna happen? I'm actually nervous now. No.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
I'm sorry.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Well, the last lines of my prayer have left me. All remains is a hush. None of her footsteps nor those chilling sounds she makes. Only silence. Is it safe? Another second passes, and when nothing comes... What? What's she saying? Oh gosh. Okay, hi. Oh. Jeez. What is she saying though? Please don't let her hear me. Okay. Oh, so I got another... Serious? Again? Oh. Great. No! This will take a while. Okay, yeah. Okay,
Our Father,
I failed
give
again.
us this and lead us not.
Alright, alright, alright. Okay, no, it's not safe. What? Hi. She looks a bit insane. Oh, gosh. Are you... This is awful. It's too slow the first time. Yes, okay. How many? Crap. Oh my gosh, there was no way I was
Our
going to...
Father, give us this and lead us.
Does it get faster because I failed? Okay, okay, I'm going to do it this time. Whew. Okay, good. Oh, oops. Whew. Ah, okay, good. Can't stop, won't stop. Grasp to null. Okay. Whew. The seconds, minutes stretch out before me agonizingly. It's so... like the heartbeat is just... Is she gone? Slowly open my eyes to take a peek. I don't move or make a noise. In the face of such terror, I can only beg, let out silent pleas to whoever is out there. Please, please don't let her notice. I want to live. Hannah. Oh. So I think it's time to... this is perfect time to stop. That was actually harder than it looked. Okay. Just letting you know. Yeah. I like this game a lot, actually. It's a lot of fun. Going to play, save over the first one. Just gonna check. Yes, it's saved. It says Hannah. Now we're playing another person. This will be interesting and a bit strange. Wait, does this mean that I'm never going to play as Isabella again? I guess so. Okay, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you.